Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a deep dive into the world of success habits. You know, those habits that millionaires actually use to kind of build that lasting success.
Mm.
And to guide us today, we have the insights of Lyndon Thorpe. Lyndon's a mentor and digital entrepreneur who took a really fascinating leap into entrepreneurship at the age of 70.
Wow.
So we're going to be looking at her LinkedIn articles,
Yeah.
her Escape the 9 to 5 partnership program, and her Millionaire Success Habits Tracker.
Yeah, it's really remarkable, isn't it? Linda's story just goes to show it's never too late to make a change, and really go after those things that you want to. And what's really interesting is her focus is on consistency, being consistent, not some lucky break or anything like that.
Exactly, and that's what I really like about her program too. You know, Escape the 9 to 5 partnership program, it's very unique. It combines practical training with generating online income,
Right.
but it also has this really cool mentorship aspect. So
Yeah.
as you find success in the program, you actually sponsor a legacy partner, someone who's facing financial challenges,
Oh, wow.
and you help them get access to that same training that you're receiving.
So it's like paying it forward in a way,
Exactly.
building your own success, but also helping others along the way.
Exactly. I love that.
Yeah.
So Lyndon found that 88% of UK self-made millionaires dedicate at least 30 minutes a day,
Every day.
every single day, to self-education.
Wow. That's a significant chunk of time.
It is. It seems small, but it obviously has a big impact on their success.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that anyone can do, right? 30 minutes. I mean, everyone has 30 minutes.
Everyone has 30 minutes.
It's just about making it a priority.
Yes, and it shows that continuous learning is so important.
Right, because they're already millionaires.
Exactly.
So they obviously know a thing or two about success, and they're still spending 30 minutes every day learning.
Learning more. And it's not always, formal education or anything like that. It's just consistently seeking out new information and insights, like we're doing right now.
Absolutely, and Lyndon actually calls those 30 minutes deep reading meditation. Instead of passively scrolling on your phone, like we all do,
Oh, yeah, that's me.
she encourages us to actually immerse ourselves in what we're reading.
Unplug.
Unplug, yeah, no distractions, no multitasking, just fully engaged with the material.
I like that. And I think it makes a big difference, when you're actually focused and present with what you're learning.
Absolutely. To really apply it, you have to understand it.
So we're seeing a pattern here, right?
Yeah,
Consistency and commitment to learning. These are cornerstones of Lyndon's millionaire mindset.
it really seems that way, yeah. And those are both things that anyone can cultivate, which is really inspiring.
Yes. So she's got 5 key habits that she talks about: early rising, lifelong learning, which we just touched on, tracking your progress, managing your energy, and finding a mentor.
It's a great list. I'm curious to hear more about these habits.
Yeah. So let's unpack them. First up, the 5 a.m. advantage.
Ooh, that's a popular one.
But before you roll your eyes and hit snooze, Lyndon isn't just saying wake up early to wake up early. It's about owning your morning.
Okay, so what does that actually mean?
So it's creating what she calls a golden window to think strategically and set your intentions for the day before, the craziness hits.
I see. So it's about being proactive rather than reactive, starting your day on your own terms.
Exactly. How often do you start your day by reacting to emails, text messages, social
Yeah.
media?
All the time.
Yeah. It puts you in that reactive mode immediately. But by waking up earlier and having that time to yourself, you can really focus on what's important to you.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You're basically setting the tone for the day.
Exactly. You're creating a buffer between you and the chaos of the world,
Mm-hmm.
giving yourself that mental space to breathe.
It's like a reset button for your mind. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next habit Lyndon talks about is energy management.
Energy management.
It might not seem as obvious as, waking up early or learning, but it's super important. If you're tired all the time, you can't perform at your best.
Yeah, it's like trying to run a car with an empty tank. You're not going to get very far.
Exactly, exactly. And, it's so easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life
Oh, yeah?
that we forget to take care of ourselves.
Right.
But Lyndon's approach to energy management is great. It's not just about getting enough sleep.
Right.
It's about, looking after both your physical and mental energy.
So what kinds of things does she suggest?
Well, things like exercise, eating well, mindfulness, even journaling can help.
So it's really about finding that balance, right?
Yeah.
Creating habits that support your overall well-being.
Yeah, because when you feel good, you perform better in every aspect of your life.
Absolutely. Okay, so what's next?
The next habit is mentorship. And, this one can be a little trickier because it's not always as straightforward as, tracking your progress or something like that.
Yeah.
But finding the right mentor can really make a difference.
Yeah, having someone who's already achieved what you want to achieve, who can give you advice and guidance, that's invaluable.
Yeah, it's like having a shortcut to success in a way.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be, you know, a formal mentor-mentee relationship or anything like that. It could just be someone you admire, someone you can reach out to for advice, someone whose career you follow online.
Right. Even just observing how successful people operate can teach you a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And actually, Lyndon incorporates mentorship into her program, that Escape the 9 to 5 program. So as you progress, you actually become a mentor to someone else.
Oh,
So you're
wow.
learning, you're earning, and you're also giving back.
It's a win-win for everyone involved.
I love that. Okay, so the last habit, which kind of feels redundant because we've been talking about it throughout this whole thing,
Right.
is lifelong learning.
But it's so important that it deserves to be highlighted.
Absolutely.
And it's not just about, gaining knowledge. It's about having that growth mindset,
Yeah.
being open to new things, not being afraid to try new things, seeing failures as opportunities to learn.
Exactly. It's like that willingness to constantly evolve.
Yeah, to never stop growing.
Okay, so those are the 5 habits. But Lyndon also goes beyond just practical steps. She talks about these psychological archetypes.
Oh, yeah, those are really interesting.
It's not just about what you do, but how you think, right?
Absolutely. Your mindset plays a huge role in your success.
So she's got 5 of them, and we're going to look at each one.
Okay, let's hear it.
So first we have the overthinker.
The overthinker.
Yeah, someone who's stuck in analysis paralysis,
Yeah.
overanalyzing every decision.
Oh, I know a few people like that.
I think we all have a little bit of that in us.
Definitely.
But for the overthinker, it's about learning to trust their gut, setting deadlines, and just taking action. Even if it's not perfect.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to go for it, right?
Right. Then we have the fire starter, bursting with ideas and enthusiasm.
Ooh, the ideas person.
Yeah. But they often struggle with follow-through.
Right, they start a million things, but finish very few.
So they need to learn to prioritize, focus on one thing at a time, get organized.
And actually see things through to completion.
Yes.
Okay, who's next?
Okay. The perfectionist.
Oh, the perfectionist. I can relate to that one.
Yeah. They have super high standards,
Yeah,
but it can lead to procrastination and fear of failure.
absolutely, because nothing is ever good enough.
Right. So for the perfectionist, it's about learning to, embrace imperfection, set realistic expectations and celebrate progress over perfection.
Yeah, done is better than perfect, as they say.
Yes. Then we have the skeptic.
The skeptic.
Yeah, always questioning, needs evidence and proof,
The doubter.
which isn't always a bad thing.
Right.
But for the skeptic, it's about finding that balance between, being critical, but also open-minded.
Yeah, you don't want to shut yourself off from new opportunities.
Exactly. And finally, we have the passive dreamer, full of hopes and dreams, but struggles to take action.
Ooh, the dreamer. I think I have a bit of that in me too.
Yeah, me too.
Why?
They need to create a plan, break down those goals into smaller steps.
And find people to hold them accountable.
Yes, exactly. So those are the 5 archetypes.
It's really interesting how Lyndon connects these psychological profiles with success habits.
Yeah, it adds another layer to the whole thing, right?
Absolutely. It shows that success isn't just about doing the right things, but also about understanding how you think.
And how you can use that understanding to your advantage.
Exactly. And, if you're curious to learn more about these archetypes and which one you might be, Lyndon offers this great free audit.
Yeah.
Skills, strategies, next steps, the whole shebang.
Really comprehensive.
Yeah. And it's a fantastic resource for anyone who's serious about, developing these millionaire habits.
Creating that life of success and fulfillment.
Exactly. We'll be back in a moment to wrap up and share how you can access that free audit. But first, a quick word from our sponsor.
And we are back. Okay, so as we wrap up our deep dive into these millionaire habits and the mindset of millionaires, let's not forget about Lyndon's amazing offer. That free skills, strategy, and next step audit.
It's a really valuable resource.
It is, especially if you're serious about putting these principles into action.
And like we mentioned before, there are 2 paths you can choose from: the legacy partnership or the millionaire commitment path.
So walk us through those a bit more.
Sure. So the legacy partnership, that's where you focus on building your online business, but you also mentor someone else who's maybe struggling financially.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you're paying it forward while building your own success.
Exactly. And then the millionaire commitment path is more for those who are, really focused on their own personal financial goals.
Got it. So there's something for everyone.
Yeah, and Lyndon does a great job of tailoring the audit to your specific needs and aspirations.
To find this free audit and choose your path, just click the link in our show notes.